Hi everyone, a quick review on the AEG brushless 18 volt skill saw. It's the 185 blade. The AEG brand, it's AEG in the southern hemisphere, it's Ridgid in America, same thing, same tool, just different name. Here it's owned by Milwaukee, I was told. So just want to quickly review this skill saw. Now, what is the good things about it, what is the bad things about it, and then if you want to buy one, just to make up your mind, is it worth it as a tool, and is it good when you use it on site, and it's convenient and whatever. So not in particular order, just want to explain about the tool. Now, brushless, to be honest, these days, if something's got brushes on it, I mean, that's the last century. So I noticed some of the new tools, they don't even put brushes anymore, which they don't need to. I mean, who does a brush tools at the moment? Now the skilly, it does cut okay. Now when you have a good nice sharp blade, it cuts really well. I probably might have a little bit more negativities about it to say than more positive things. Let's start from the front. Now let's say this handle. Now it's a little bit, looks good. It's a little bit inconvenient because when you have the skill, usually to grab it, you would kind of prefer when it's lying on the ground. Let's say it's not in a convenient position if you're up on a scaffolding or something to grab the handle. So sometimes it stays in a position like this, and you just want to grab it and lift it. Now it's not as bad grabbing the handle this way. It would be nicer if it's slightly thinner on this side, so you can just grip it with your fingers and just with your hand and just move it like that. So that's one of the points. The other one is, it's actually when you look at it from underneath, it would be really nice if this curve was better, bigger, because that's what I'm saying, the same thing. Sometimes when you use it, the only thing is, you put it above your head or something and you just want to grab it, and if this had a little bit more curvature, will make it nice to grip like that. I mean, I'm talking, you don't always use your skilly just on a table, nice and convenient, and to rip straight lines. Actually, when you're on site, things don't work that way. Now on site, you put it in convenient places for you, you cut, you leave it, you take it, you slide it, you move it, you hook it, and whatever. So that's why I'm gonna review it in the way of I've been using it on inconvenient positions. Now there it goes. This could have been much better as a handle as it is at the moment. Does it do the job? Yes. Is that does a particular little handle claims 10 out of 10? No, probably goes to even less than 5. Now this little thing here is the guard. It's the guard, so you get the airflow here of the motor that it blows out. Now that guard, it goes on this particular position. You can see blocks your vision. Now it's really annoying because sometimes you just have to try to adjust and you have a bit of a shade, and this is right there and you can't exactly see that well. So I'll put this as a negative, because also on the next model there's a different, which I'm gonna most likely do later today, just to make a little comparison. And now this dial is pretty accurate, how it explains the depth which you're cutting, which is really good. Actually it took me time to find out how to use it, because I was always doing it by just quick look and never kind of looked at it, but once I started using it, it makes it easier. Okay, so another point, blowing, very important. Now it comes with this little thing that hooks onto the braking. Now this little thing, it's absolutely rubbish. As soon as you move it around, it gets knocked pretty quick. I mean, now gripped a little bit. Overall, it's just kind of a waste of thing. Doesn't hold well. I mean, you move it 3-4 times, and you can see it's already worn. I actually barely use it, because when I put my skill inside the box, it comes off. Then I chase it, try and find it where it is. It's purely, really not good design. Now next thing I want to do, let me show you. Now when you look at this skill saw, now you should really have it like you know, the blade cuts, the blade blows the dust, and the best point will be, you know, obviously somewhere here, so the dust comes off. Now the ones that have this extraction piping thing here at the back, and the other ones, they have just a little cutout on the side. I've noticed the little cutout on the side always works best. Blows it outside, it blows on the side of you, if you're right-handed, it's on the other side, and it's okay. Now this particular part like that, I find a bit useless, because the angle that starts to blow, it's actually the rotation, goes straight down here. It's kind of not really, it's barely catching to blow out through here. You know, it's kind of a design, doesn't have a flow in the design to make it work properly. Also, when I start first cutting, this thing blows dust and chip just everywhere. Now it's from here, from on the side here, from underneath here, obviously heaps, because this is not nicely inlined, so it blows from any direction, kind of a lot, including here, which when you want to look, obviously use your glasses, but even you use your glasses, you don't like things that fly off and just hit you on the, you know, on the nose and the cheeks. So this is pretty bad. Does it clog? Yes. The reason being is, I mean, come on, you're making a design. I'll try to make it here a little bit to be seen. It's actually, if you can see it, it's got this opening of about 12 mil only, and on both sides it's got like a 2 little wings on the left and on the right. I hope you see it well. If not, at least, you know, you can just imagine it, or just look at it a little bit, you know, on this side and same on the other. So you try to get the dust through this little hole with the 2 blocking parts on the side, with which is pretty, I mean, poor design. If you want to really do something, you should make it just fully open. Otherwise, that clogs like, I don't want to say it, clogs so much, just annoying. You have to stop and clean it and try, you know, so it doesn't blow everywhere. I was almost thinking of just using with something file and just file off these things, so get the flow just easier, just to make it, you know, better. Is it a good design? Not at all. Okay, let's move to some other thing. Now this is the where you slide your guide from here and here. Now once you put the guide is a little bit, you know, goes through here, but it wobbles. It wobbles like 1.5 mil, which when you cut straight, it's not good. So this is slightly bigger than the guide, not quite a neat fit, and makes the whole thing just rotate when you try and cut, you know, straight line with the guide on. So that's not perfect thing. I mean, it should be, but it's not. So that's another negativity on the saw. These levers pretty good, easier to twist, easier to adjust to get to the, you know, the depth. They're quite nice. I like it quite well. Same as the front one. Really easy to adjust, really easy to move. They're adjustable, so you can have it halfway or a little bit up high, or whatever suits you most, which is perfect. I mean, you got the key on it to change the blade. Yeah, it's kind of a little, sticks out a little bit, not quite nicely, neat. Don't know why. I mean, you can make it. It's a little bit poor design, but anyway, it doesn't hook onto anything when you cut and stuff, so not really annoying. So now when I bought the saw, I really wanted to see if that thing can hold 9 battery. Now actually it does. It can hold the 9 battery, and the reason being is you can just undo slightly and you can jeopardize a little bit of the depth, and you put 9 battery, because 9 cuts much nicer, you know, bigger battery, a lot of power, nice and strong. So yes, go slightly, cut slightly less. I can say it's like 3 mil, and then you slide the 9 battery, which is really good. What else I can say about it? Now I just want to explain that this saw is actually my second saw. The first one stopped working when I was cutting. It did actually stall itself, and it just flashed out a lights and stopped, and I had to actually take it back, and they didn't repair it because there was something with electronics, because I've noticed AEG do have problems with electronics, but they gave me a new one. Well, to hit the pause button, just a question from my neighbor. So overall, yes, the design for it. Now another thing which I was wanting to mention as well is the light. That's the light down there, where my finger just points down my thumb. It's pretty useless. I don't know. You would have made a light. Maybe you should have tilted a bit of an angle to shine here. It's kind of a shine, but it's pretty poor lights. I mean, okay, I can say it does the job, but it can be way better. So, as I said already, this is my second unit. The first one stalled, just fried electronics and died. Then he gave me another one. The problem of they usually here they repair, they don't replace, like in America. In America, I think they have a warranty. I think they actually have a lifetime warranty, and they replace the tool. I might be wrong, but I'm sure for the lifetime warranty, but for the replacement I'm not. Anyway, I'm lucky they did replace my tool. So I didn't fix it, because fixing, you know, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depends what it is, and it takes time and it's annoying, because you know, I have got another tool, an electric tool, so it's not a biggie. But if you have one, you don't want to buy another one just because you have to wait to be fixed. Well, that's a quick review, guys, for the tool. Advice: shall you buy it or not? I reckon get the next model up, not this one. Okay, now you can check it out. I'm gonna do a review on the other one and give a little comparison with this one on another view. Thank you.